Okay, and yeah, I just wanted to pick up where we left off at, man. And how did you feel about the separation? Because I titled the video "The Separation of the White Man." What's your take on the video?
Yeah. So for me, um, I think I think we should be moving forward and not backward. I think modern day segregation is moving backwards. To me, that's a problem. We're all one race, man. We're human race, right? Um, you know, I think we can have a discussion, a civil discussion, and it doesn't have to lead to we need to separate ourselves from each other. I have too many friends that I can't imagine if they just were gone. That to me that's the worst possible thing that we could do. Um, but again, I like I told you, I don't believe white privilege exists. I believe I'm the definition of the anti-white privilege. I'm like I said, I'm the first kid in my I'm 43 now, but the first person, not kid, first person to go to college, right? We didn't have anything growing up. My parents worked their asses off. My dad worked third shift at a printing company, and I never got to see him as a kid. But guess what? He stayed in the family. He worked his ass off. He did everything he could to provide for our family, and he gave me a work ethic and a drive to go work 3 jobs myself to go to college, through college, to pay for college as I went. And so I think we need to focus more on our individual hearts and our individual minds and our individual souls, and less on the collective white guy as a devil. The collective black people are a devil, as he said in some instances too. I don't believe either of those are true. I don't believe segregation is the answer, even if you do believe that's true. So
Learning from race hustlers, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, he
Uh,
didn't want to hear that.
I didn't want to hear that. Louis Farrakhan was also a race hustler, putting anger inside the hearts of young, I mean, boys and little girls. You know what I'm saying? They always looking for that daddy in the house. So a lot of them gravitated to that and would say the same thing, act and speak and know the same knowledge as that leader. You know what I'm saying? They feel
Yeah,
that they need a leader. I was once like that, but I had to wake up and I really had to realize that this is this isn't right. He was very angry, man.
he was.
He was
And
very
I feel sorry for him, man. I mean, like I told you, the dude is incredibly intelligent. Um, I just wish he would use his powers for good. You know,
use your powers for good, man, instead of serving evil. And when he kept on blaming 1,000 years ago, see, blacks are willing to have something to blame for. And how can you love yourself if you don't love your neighbor? You know what I'm saying?
yeah, that's exactly right. You know,
Right.
he's sorry, he's speaking in Old Testament language too, JP, and you're speaking New Testament language too, which is a lot. There's a lot of difference. Now, do I believe the Old Testament's still relevant in some instances? Yeah, but that's why Jesus came. For me, is understanding that all of us are born bad, right? So um, we have to seek the truth in Jesus in order to find a bridge to a holy God. But that's a different story. I think when you say some of the Old Testament things that he was saying, with the sins of the father being scattered throughout the generations, um, that's an Old Testament. That's not New Testament. And so I think he's also skilled at using language to 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 prove a point that he wants to prove.
And
But
he
he
don't even understand.
Yeah, but he doesn't know that I know what he's doing too.
When I asked him, look, when I asked him about who was Master Faraj's teacher, right, and he said life. Well, shit, anybody can learn from that.
Yeah.
Oh man. And that's why I was like the thoughts. So you're listening to the thoughts, which is 80% negative from a guy you don't even know, trickle down from another guy in a little book, trickle down to another guy to the masses of the people. You know, so
Well, the modern day race baiters, JP, are they're filthy rich. I mean, they are using people like him to spread their message across millions to make other people pissed off to spend their money. And he doesn't even realize it. He's literally being a tool
yep,
of these race baiters so that they can get further rich, which is
destruction,
crazy to me.
crazy man, crazy, sucked right into it.
So
And there's a lot of blacks like that, especially when you cling to like religion, when you cling to a certain religion. And that's why I asked him about if I had a white woman or an Asian woman walking in there. Yeah, but then you'll always have the blacks looking at you funny though, like, dang, why you can't just get a sip? Shit, I done tried it already. You know,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So they always will have this type of judgment on me, and that's because they are Messiah prone. You know what I'm saying? They're Messiah prone, man. They have to have someone to lead them. And that's why the public use minority. If you really look up the word minority, it means that you're not responsible to do things on your own. Now, the second definition says, oh, a group of people go to like that. I mean, the first definition says a group of people, but the second definition says that you don't have responsibility
you're basically a
on
tool.
basic. You know what I'm saying? Basically, you need help. You know what I'm saying? But when they say that word, they don't say, oh, we're just using the first part of the definition on you. You know what I'm saying? Emotional terminologies will get you riled up. Where do emotions come from? They come from your mother. So you have that anger built up and you can't see clearly unless you forgive. You know what I'm saying? You have to forgive.
You hit on something here, man, that I think we miss a lot as humans. We hold these angers and we hold them and we hold them for years, and they
That's
just
what
sit
it
in
is.
there and
That's what it is. It's the
they
anger.
turn into cancer. And and you know what you feed your mind, what you feed your thoughts, what you feed your soul is what will become your life. And if you feed it anger and hatred and and greed and whatever kind of devilish thing that he was talking about, if you feed yourself that, that's what your life will become. And that's the kind of nonsense that we have to get away from. We have we most and I love what you did with the cell phone, man. Most of us should flip our damn TVs off for a month and see what happens. You flip the damn TV off for a month, I guarantee you half this country is happier. And we're not as stupid, and we're not sheep, and we're not going out and getting these false injections, and we're not just doing whatever the media tells us to do, and we're saving money, and we're not doing half the shit that they want us to do. But we're so programmed to watch the TV, to do what they say, to believe everything that we're told, that we just do. And it's why I sent you the hashtag free thinkers wanted. We just don't have enough of it anymore.
Yeah, man. We don't, man. But that's my little take on it. Anything else you want to say about the video? I want to say, just to the people out there, just get rid of the anger that you have within. It's a battle between good and evil. Leave the terms alone. Racism don't exist. White supremacism don't exist. White privilege don't exist. None of those terms exist. It's just good and evil, right or wrong.
You got it, brother.
People have to understand that. And once they do, they see clearly. And you begin to deal with it. You'll know how to deal with it. And it's not a collective thing. All right?
All right, brother. Hey, thanks for having me.
Amazing, man. Yes, indeed, man. All right, guys. Thank you for
See you,
people
bro.
out there.